You want this back? Do you? I got 30 ready. I'd like to welcome everybody to Munster Town Council. Then you get to call order.
Counselor Hopper,
Here.
Counselor Gardner,
Present.
Counselor Nellens,
Present.
Counselor Peterson,
Present.
Counselor Schinkin.
Here. Could everybody rise for a moment of silence, followed by the pledge of allegiance, please? I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I want to welcome everybody in this beautiful weather we're having right now. We're going to start off with public comments. All public comments is limited to 2 minutes with a total of 20 minutes allotted for the public comment section. All speakers must sign the public speaker sign-in form prior to speaking. Please keep all comments civil, constructive, and relative to the public policy issues. At their discretion, council may allow public comment to extend past 20 minutes, but it is not required to do so. All rules for public comment are posted outside the main meeting room. And with that, do I have anybody that wants to come up for public comment? Going once, going twice. I'm going to close public comment. Next, we have consent agenda. I need a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Mr. President, I would make a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
We have a motion by Councilor Gardner. Do I have a second?
I'll second that motion.
And we have a second by Councilor Nellens. All those, or you call that?
Counselor Hopper,
Yes.
Counselor Gardner,
Yes.
Counselor Nellens,
Yes.
Counselor Peterson,
Yes.
Counselor Schinkin.
Yes. And we're going to start on with new business. We have boards and commission appointments.
I'd like to make a motion to nominate and reappoint Robert Dershowitz to the Board of Safety, 3-year term expiring December 31st, 2027. Stephen Glombicki.
And just to clarify, you're reappointing Dr. Dershowitz and then appointing the following.
Oh, to nominate, to reappoint or appoint. Okay, reappoint Robert Dershowitz to the Board of Safety, 3-year term expiring December 31st, 2027. Appointing Stephen Glombicki to the Board of Safety, 3-year term expiring December 31st, 2027. Appointing Jose Gutierrez to the Park Board for a 4-year term expiring December 31st, 2028. And appointing Councilor Chuck Gardner to the RDA Transit Development District Steering Committee for a 1-year term ending December 31st, 2025.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second that motion.
Seconded by Councilor Nellens.
Counselor Hopper,
Yes.
Counselor Gardner,
Yes.
Counselor Nellens,
Yes.
Counselor Peterson,
Yes.
Counselor Schinkin.
Yes. I'd also like to state on behalf of the Munster Town Council, I'd like to thank Mike Sowards for serving on the park board since 2014. During that time, we have seen under his leadership, we have a comprehensive plan, a new park director, settlement for the clubhouse, and new pro shop and driving range facilities at Centennial Park. We have seen an expansion and maintenance of park facilities, such as the development of the new playgrounds, walking trails, sports courts, ensuring accessibility and safety for all residents of all ages. Thank you, Mike, for your commitment to the betterment of the town of Munster. And with that, I'd like to announce the portfolio assignments for 2025. Myself, George Schinkin, I will be on the Redevelopment Commission as president, the Munster Civic Foundation Board, Police Pension Board, Board of Safety Liaison, Plan Commission, Lake County Solid Waste Management Board, alternative. Joe Hoffer, Vice President, Redevelopment Commission, Vice President, Munster Civic Foundation Board, and Plan Commission. Chuck Gardner, Counselor, Redevelopment Commission, Munster Civic Foundation Board, Lake County Solid Waste Management Board, Park Board Liaison. David Nellens, Counselor, Redevelopment Commission, Plan Commission, Munster Civic Foundation Board, Lake County Waste Management Board, Jonathan Peterson, Redevelopment Commission, and Munster Civic Foundation Board. And that is it.
Did you want to add?
Mr. President, I would ask that if we could expand that to the Lake County Solid Waste.
Let's put
Board.
Mr. Peterson on the Lake County Solid Waste Management Board
As an alternative.
as an alternative.
Mr. President,
Yes, sir.
I want to weigh in, and
Mhm.
I'm going to ask that we table these appointments so that what's going on here is there's an irregularity. Last year, and generally, appointments to boards and commissions are extensively discussed by council. And there's a good reason for that. We flesh out the things that are going to come before these groups. We figure out what's going on. And apparently there's been conversations, and I've not been involved in those. And I think this is something that merits conversations. One of the things that we campaigned on is transparency and communication, and there's been absolutely no communication. And this is the first that I've become aware of any of these appointments, and there's some changes that are occurring. I'm not necessarily opposed to changes, but I'd like to be read into the thought process behind them. I haven't been, so and furthermore, there are no deadlines associated with any of these appointments. The prior year's appointments carry on. So I'm gonna move that we table this portion of new business and that we discuss this as early as the next agenda review, which occurs a week from Wednesday.
Do we have a second? We have no second, so motion moves on.
These, I guess the question is, are these assignments that we vote on, or are these assignments that are appointed by the president?
The plan commission appointments are voted on.
Okay. So I would make a motion that we accept the president's appointments of George Schinkin, Joe Hofreth, and Dave Nellens to the Plan Commission.
We would need a second.
I second that.
Mr. President, again, I'm going to weigh in here. I think transparency and communication, prior procedure of council, where these things are to discuss. Apparently, there's been meetings that I wasn't involved in, and I think that this is something that we should discuss before we move forward with the plan commission appointment or any of these appointments. So I've already made a motion to table, which has not received a second. I put this before you. I think it's appropriate. I'd ask that we hold this over for a council meeting. I think we are a counselor form of government. And I think conversation, transparency is something that the town would expect from all of us.
Do I need a second for that, or we do have a motion out there for at least a plan commission?
I don't,
There was a second.
And a second
and there was a second, and so if there's
This is
discussion, other
discussion.
discussion.
Okay,
discussion.
any other discussion?
Under discussion, I would just like to make a comment that historically, the portfolio assignments have been made by the president of the council. And that's going, for me, that goes back 25 years.
And I would just, Mr. Nellens, point out, with the exception of the plan commission.
Yes.
Because by statute 3674, I think it's 207, says that the body has to appoint. So it would be the group, right, which is why you need a motion and a second and an affirmative vote for those plan commission.
Correct.
But, so I just want to clarify, the other ones, you're correct,
Right,
that's why
and-
Mr. Gardner asked, is why I answered it the way.
So the most important one right now is plan commission, because we got a meeting next week.
I have no further discussion.
Any further discussion? Wendy?
Counselor Hopper,
Yes.
Counselor Gardner,
Yes.
Counselor Nellens,
Yes.
Counselor Peterson,
I am gonna vote no, and my no vote is based on my concern over the lack of communication and transparency about what has happened tonight, so I vote no.
Counselor Schinkin.
Yes. That ends new business. Any reports? Portfolio reports. And then announcements. I just want to say to all my Orthodox friends and family, Merry Christmas tomorrow. January 7th is a special day for us. We do celebrate Christmas and go with the old calendar. My family's at church right now and I'm missing it, so Merry Christmas. And then all town council meetings will begin at 6:30 unless otherwise noted. I need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
I'll second that motion.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? And we'll go straight into the redevelopment. Yes, let's start the redevelopment. I'm ready to call to order.
Commissioner Hopper,
Here.
Commissioner Gardner,
Here.
Commissioner Nellens,
Present.
Commissioner Peterson,
Here.
Commissioner Schinkin.
Here. Let's go to public comment. All public comment is limited to 2 minutes with a total of 20 minutes allowed for the public comment section. All speakers must sign the public speaker sign-in form prior to speaking. Please keep all comments civil, constructive, and related to public policy issues. At their discretion, council may allow public comment to extend past 20 minutes, but is not required to do so. All rules for public comment are posted outside the main meeting room. With that, is there anybody who'd like to make a public comment? Going once, going twice, I'm closing public comments. Consent agenda, I need a motion to approve the consent agenda.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Commissioner Hopper,
Yes.
Commissioner Gardner,
Yes.
Commissioner Nellens,
Yes.
Commissioner Peterson,
Yes.
Commissioner Schinkin.
Yes. There's no old business, no new business, any reports? Any announcements? And I have a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
I'll second that motion.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anybody nay? This meeting ever.
All right. I have stuff for you to sign.
Okay.
Maybe do you have anything for me?
Hopefully an agenda review.
Okay.
Just to get caught up.
Fine.
This last time, I left it running. Now we're not.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Steve. Happy New Year there. Good. Good. Snowfall. Check your road.